In the heart of the vast African savanna, survival is never a gift. It is a hard-won prize. Here, the golden grasslands hide a primal truth where the line between life and death is thinner than a blade of grass. You may see a predator and think you know the ending, but in this theater of dust and blood, the script is rewritten every single second. Strength alone does not determine who sees the sunrise, and the weak are often far more dangerous than they appear. Welcome to the lore of the African plains, a place where instinct, reflex, and timing shape the destiny of every living soul. Before we journey deep into these untamed lands, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and join our community of explorers. Imagine a world where the hunter becomes the hunted in the blink of an eye. A lioness, the queen of the hunt, narrows her eyes on a target that seems vulnerable and weak. She sees a young zebra, separated from the safety of the herd, grazing in the shimmering heat. The air is heavy with anticipation as she crouches low, her muscles coiled like high-tension springs. But what she does not realize is that she is walking into a trap set by millions of years of evolution. The moment she lunges, the world explodes into a chaotic dance of survival and unexpected violence. In this land, there are no eternal hunters and no permanent victims. Survival is not a matter of luck, but a fusion of inherited instinct and hardened experience. The zebra, though appearing defenseless, carries within its body a defensive power that can shatter the strongest predator. When the lioness makes her move, desperation awakens a motor pattern refined over countless generations. A single kick from a zebra can deliver thousands of newtons of force, enough to fracture bone and end a life. It is a precise strike, a desperate gamble that can overturn the expected outcome of any hunt. The African savanna is a constant balance, where a single second can reverse the roles of the players. We often view nature through a lens of simple hierarchies, but the reality is far more complex and brutal. Evolution has not just crafted weapons for the killers, it has forged shields and counterattacks for those who must endure. Every animal you see is a survivor of a billion-year-old war, carrying the secrets of their ancestors in their very marrow. To walk these plains is to understand that peace is merely the interval between two battles. The zebra is not just a striped horse of the plains, it is a creature defined by its defensive spirit. When cornered, its primary weapon is a pair of powerful hind legs capable of delivering a lethal blow. This is not improvisation. It is a reflexive response to the shadow of death. The lioness may be faster and stronger, but she must respect the reach of her prey. One miscalculation, one poorly timed jump, and the hunter may never walk again. As we move deeper into the wild, we encounter the giraffe, the tallest symbol of the African savanna. It moves with a slow, rhythmic grace, feeding among the thorny branches of the acacia trees. To the untrained eye, it appears calm, perhaps even indifferent to the dangers surrounding it. However, beneath that elegant exterior lies a tower of power, combining constant vigilance with lethal force. Its height grants it the gift of early detection, allowing it to see threats from miles away. The giraffe does not run from every shadow because it knows the weight of its own power. Its massive front legs are capable of a kick that can shatter a predator's skull with terrifying ease. Unlike the zebra, which kicks primarily to create space for an escape, the giraffe often strikes with a killing intent. This is especially true for a mother defending her calf from a pride of lions. Even the most desperate predators hesitate before challenging a standing adult giraffe. In the year 2026, we continue to learn more about these magnificent giants and their social structures. Their defense is not just physical, it is psychological, as their mere presence dictates the movement of others. A giraffe standing tall is a sentinel, a biological watchtower that provides safety for many other species. They are proof that being a target does not mean being a victim. In the world of the savanna, power is often silent until the moment it becomes necessary. Survival is also a game of explosive timing, as seen in the struggle between the impala and the Nile crocodile. At the water's edge, the most dangerous place on the continent, every drink is a gamble with death. The crocodile is a master of patience, a prehistoric relic that waits for the perfect moment of vulnerability. It strikes with a speed that defies its massive size, dragging its prey into the dark depths. But the impala is built for the escape, possessing a nervous system tuned to the frequency of danger. An impala trapped in the jaws of a crocodile does not give up. It relies on tension and reflex. It waits for that fraction of a second when the pressure of the bite weakens or shifts. With a burst of energy that seems to defy the laws of physics, it can sometimes twist free from the reaper's grip. However, survival remains fragile, as escaping one predator often leads directly into the path of another. In the savanna, the danger does not just come from the front, it surrounds you from every direction. Consider the Cape porcupine, a creature that transforms its own vulnerability into a formidable fortress. Covered in thousands of keratin quills, it is a living example of defense by design. While a leopard may be an elite predator, it faces a logistical nightmare when confronting this spiny warrior. The porcupine does not need to be faster than its attacker, it only needs to be more painful to touch. Its defense is both instinctive and reflexive, involving a warning rattle that echoes through the night. A single miscalculation by a predator when attacking a porcupine can lead to a slow and agonizing death. The quills are designed to detach and embed themselves deep into the flesh of the attacker. Once inside, they can cause fatal infections or prevent the predator from hunting ever again. It is a painful lesson written in the scars of many young lions and leopards. The porcupine teaches us that sometimes the best way to win a fight is to make the cost of winning too high to pay. Then there is the Temminck's ground pangolin, a creature that represents defensive perfection. When threatened, it does not fight back with claws or teeth. It rolls into an impenetrable sphere. Its body is covered in overlapping keratin scales that no claw can pierce and no tooth can crush. It relies on stillness rather than aggression, trusting in the armor forged by millions of years of evolution. In the wild, this strategy is flawless, rendering the pangolin nearly invincible to natural predators. However, this very defense becomes a tragic vulnerability when faced with the hand of man. The pangolin's instinct to roll into a ball makes it easy for humans to simply pick it up and carry it away. It is a heartbreaking irony that a defense which stood the test of deep time is failing in the modern era. As we look at the world in 2025, we must recognize our role in this delicate balance. The pangolin's story is a reminder that even the most perfect evolution can be undone by a change in the environment. Among the great ungulates, none command more respect than the African buffalo. They are often called the Black Death for a reason, possessing a temperament as hard as their horns. A single buffalo is a dangerous opponent, with a bony shield known as a boss protecting its forehead. But their true strength lies in their unity, their collective instinct to stand together. When a herd of buffalo is threatened, They do not scatter like many other prey species. Instead, they regroup, forming a moving wall of muscle and horn that can turn the hunters into the hunted. They have been known to track down lion prides that have attacked their young, seeking a brutal form of justice. This collective fortress is a testament to the power of social coordination and loyalty. In the buffalo, we see that survival is not just an individual effort, but a shared responsibility. They prove that when we stand together, we can overcome even the most fearsome of enemies. Intelligence also serves as a potent weapon in the struggle for life, as demonstrated by the Chacma baboons. These primates show us that survival can be strategic and social rather than just physical. When a leopard is spotted, the troop does not just panic. They respond with a coordinated defense. They use alarm calls to communicate the location of the threat and engage in mobbing behavior to drive the predator away. Their victory lies not in killing the leopard, but in denying it any opportunity to strike. This social intelligence is built on a foundation of shared vigilance and memory. They learn from each other, passing down knowledge about the environment and the behavior of their enemies. A troop of baboons is a complex society where every individual has a role to play in the collective safety. They remind us that the mind is just as important as the muscle in the game of survival. By working together and communicating clearly, they turn a dangerous landscape into a manageable home. Finally, we look at the white rhinoceros, an armored giant that embodies raw mass and protective fury. With its enormous size and devastating charge, it is one of the few creatures that truly fears nothing. A mother rhino is particularly formidable, defending her calf with a lethal precision that can repel even a coordinated pride of lions. The bond between a mother and her offspring is the strongest force in nature, transcending species and environments. Here, maternal instinct is not just a feeling, it is an unstoppable physical power. The rhinoceros is a relic of an older world, a testament to the endurance of life. When it charges, the earth itself seems to tremble under the weight of several tons of determination. It does not seek out conflict, but it will end it with a single, devastating movement if pushed. Its presence on the Savanna is a reminder of the beauty and the brutality of the natural world. To see a rhino stand its ground is to witness the ultimate truth of the wild. Across the Savanna, we see that survival emerges from a diversity of strategies and paths. There is the explosive counterattack of the zebra, the armored stillness of the pangolin, and the social coordination of the baboon. Evolution has not chosen one single way to succeed. It has explored every possible avenue for life to endure. The balance between the predator and the prey remains brutal and dynamic, yet it is strangely equitable. In this world, every advantage has a countermeasure, and every strength has a hidden weakness. In the end, nature writes no fixed endings and offers no guarantees to anyone. One heartbeat can transform the hunter into the victim and the prey into an unexpected victor. This is the ultimate lesson of the African plains, a lesson that resonates far beyond the golden grass. We live in a world that is constantly changing, where the challenges we face require us to be both flexible and firm. Like the animals of the Savanna, we must find our own path to endurance and success.